Tonight, as we come on the air, Ukrainians are fleeing the horrors of the war in the east, rushing to evacuate ahead of an expected Russian onslaught. 10 humanitarian corridors opening up today. These families saying goodbye to loved ones, loading into buses. Attempts to get out proving deadly. Ukrainian President Zelensky calling Friday's attack on a crowded train station a war crime. At least 52 people killed, 100 injured. In the east, the Russian attacks are destroying homes and lives. These images are from the country's second largest city of Kharkiv, which came under artillery fire again today. The British offering moral support and additional military aid. Prime Minister Boris Johnson with an unannounced visit to President Zelensky in Kyiv today, the two boldly walking around the streets of the capital. And just 30 miles away, another gruesome discovery, 132 bodies described by Ukrainian officials as tormented. With Russian forces repositioning in the east, Ukrainian officials are now expecting another wave of refugees. ABC's senior national correspondent Terry Moran leading us off in Lviv.
Tonight, fearing a Russian onslaught, Ukrainians in the eastern part of the country are desperately trying to flee through 10 open evacuation corridors. That's what the thousands of people crowding around this train station in Kramatorsk were doing Friday when a missile screamed out of the sky on them. 17-year-old Nastya says she heard a loud noise, then everyone hit the ground. That's all. A nightmare, she says. Everything starts to burn. Everyone was panicking. At least 52 people were killed, including children, more than 100 injured. The Russians denied responsibility, though a state news agency had already boasted of the strike. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky called it a war crime. Today, survivors looked for their missing loved ones. From this pile of abandoned luggage, a cell phone rings. This man says he can't find his mother. This is her suitcase, he says. She just doesn't answer my calls, he says. I'm trying to call her, but she doesn't pick up. The remnants of the missile lay on the ground. The phrase, "for the children," in Russian, daubed in paint on it, meaning on behalf of the children. For days, the Kramatorsk train station has been a busy hub for those trying to evacuate, heeding government warnings to leave in advance of an expected major Russian offensive. Today, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson met with Zelensky in Kyiv, an unannounced show of solidarity, just 24 hours after the UK pledged another £100 million in high-grade military equipment to Ukraine.
In the last few weeks, the world has found new heroes. And those heroes are the people of Ukraine.
But the battle is set to intensify. The Kremlin announced that the leader of Russia's brutal campaign in Syria will now take command in the next phase of this war. Russian troops are moving east, and as they do, there is more evidence of atrocities left in their wake in the suburbs around the capital, Kyiv. In Bordyanka, first responders are still looking for possible survivors, according to officials. More than 200 people are missing and presumed dead. Anna is searching for her mother.
We were sending them a route from Borodyanka to Kyiv, how they can escape.
It's not clear tonight if her mother got out alive. In nearby Makariv, Ukrainian officials made a hellish discovery. 132, quote, tormented bodies found after the Russian forces withdrew. Nearly half of this city has been destroyed. And in Bucha, where the world first saw the horror Russia is capable of, authorities are exhuming mass graves, 67 bodies from this site alone. The president of the EU Commission on the scene, stunned at what she saw.
Here in Bucha, we saw our humanity being shattered.
Some residents returned to their broken city, imploring the world not to forget what happened there.
The only thing they know is people dead, people with their hands tied, people tortured, murdered, and this just breaks my heart. But I'm sure, I'm optimist, so I'm sure we'll rebuild this city and we'll make it even more beautiful than before.
And it's not just the cities and the battlefields. In a small village in central Ukraine, we met Victoria Melnik. Her husband Alexander died defending Mariupol, leaving her to raise their 6-month-old boy, Marek. I just wish that no other mother, sister, wife, or daughter would ever experience this kind of grief, she says.
You can hear the pain and the trauma in their voices. Terry Moran back with us from Lviv again tonight. And Terry, you're learning more Ukrainians are expected to flee the eastern part of the country as today President Zelensky predicted a hard battle ahead.
That's right, Whit. The Russians have been defeated in the north, they're stymied in the south, so now they're massing their forces for a decisive battle in the east, a region where hundreds of thousands of people live, and those people now being told they must evacuate. Already, more than 11 million Ukrainians in a nation of 40 million have been driven from their homes. 4 million of them are refugees outside the country, and it looks like more will come. Whit?
Tremendous challenges ahead. All right, Terry, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.